Hello everybody, welcome back to the Poke Historian. I'm your host Matt X, and we're doing a top 10 video this evening. We're doing my top 10 favorite Scarlet and Violet Pokemon cards. Really excited about this video. It was very hard to put this list together because there's so many great cards, but I think I picked out my top 10 and we're going to look at them. But before we do, we have a few honorable mentions to review. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. Got the Venusaur from 151. Beautiful, beautiful card. Love all the flora and fauna that are scattered throughout this card. And of course you got Venusaur there in the background sticking out, looking nice and blue. Looking very relaxed and happy. Just enjoying a beautiful day outside. Who doesn't like that, right? What else we got here? That's right. We got the old Alolan Executor from Surging Sparks. I like this card because it kind of reminds me of like a South Florida Christmas. I know it's terrestrialized and these aren't Christmas lights, but it kind of looks like that. So like when I see this card, I think of like a palm tree in South Florida decorated with Christmas lights. So that's why I like that one. Here's another good one. Got the original Roaring Moon EX, not the prismatic one. I like this one a lot better. Roaring Moon looks very imposing here. It's kind of scaring all these different Pokemon around it. They're all like, holy crap, he's roaring. Hence the name Roaring Moon. And yeah, just really kind of gives that vibe of power. And I always like seeing all the different Pokemon in the background. Those are some of my favorites. Last honorable mention, old Fuecoco from Paldea Evolved. Definitely one of the cutest Pokemon cards we've seen. I love how it's just hanging out in the shopping cart, eating an apple. You got the trainer there shopping. And then the two evolution cards together with this card make a great story. But with that, now we're getting into the true top 10. So sit back and relax. Because number 10, we got coming in hot, Cynthia's Garchomp EX from Destined Rivals. Beautiful, beautiful card. Pulled this one myself. You can actually go back and watch that one of my Destined Rivals openings. You got Cynthia here in the background commanding her Garchomp, and you got her up on the big screen too. Definitely gives off like Olympics vibes or Elite Four. You got that torch there lit in the background. Looks like an epic, epic battle. I wonder who Garchomp's fighting here. Let's go on to number 9. We got old Cleffa here from Obsidian Fails. Not my favorite set, but this is certainly my favorite card from that set. Just such a peaceful, chill vibe. You got Cleffa here wishing upon a star over this quiet lake that doesn't have a single ripple on it. You got the night sky. Just a very peaceful vibe. Wouldn't mind being out there on a rowboat myself and just watching this scene. It's very, very nice. Number 8, got another gorgeous card from 151. We got the Dragonair. Absolutely love this card. Very, very elegant. You got all these ancient ruins that it's swimming through. Dragonair here is very well drawn. I like the ripple effects on the water. Just a very peaceful looking card. And I feel like Dragonair is still a very underrated Pokemon. Love to see it. Moving on to number 7. Got old Meryl from Paldea Evolved. Meryl is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. This is probably one of the best Meryl cards we've ever had, if not the best. Second only to Southern Islands Meryl. I go back and forth on that one as far as artwork goes. But I love seeing all these different Pokemon here underwater, swimming around, having a good old time, and Meryl's holding on to its buoy tail, just soaking up the sun and enjoying that tropical lifestyle. Let's go on to number 6. From a set that I'm really not very fond of. But I will say that I am very fond of this card. And I'll admit, a lot of the evolution cards in the set are pretty alright. But to me, this one here really stands out. This Vaporeon, it's got such a nice shine to it. Do y'all see that? Look at all the sparkles it's got going on. How can you not like that? Kind of gives me like stained glass vibes too with the terrestrialized look going on here. I feel like it's very pronounced in this card, so I like all that. And I like the crown with all the different gems on it. I like different colors, and I like shiny things. Let's go on to number 5. I was actually waiting to get this card in the mail, and it came in today. Couldn't have done this video without it, which is why I decided to do this video tonight. Got Ethan's Typhlosion here from Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals is an absolutely iconic set. And in my opinion, this is the best artwork from it. You got Ethan here, who is the protagonist from Pokemon Gold and Silver, using its Typhlosion in battle, which is one of the starters from Gold and Silver evolved. And it's just got beautiful colors, lots of flames, awesome action shot. Maybe it's battling that Garchomp, who knows? Great card though. Moving on to number 4. We got old Whale Lord from Journey Together. One of the most underrated cards of the generation. I believe some people tried to pump it not long ago, but it went up and then it came back down. And that's fine. I'm sure someday it'll go back up a little bit because, I mean, just look at this artwork. You got this whole coral reef here. You got this beautiful sunset going on. You got this boat over here. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. Iconic picture, iconic Pokemon. Definitely deserves its place on this list. Journey Together ain't bad, y'all. It ain't bad. Now we move on to number 3. Got Squirtle from Stellar Crown. A lot of people weren't big on Stellar Crown, but we have to admit that it gave us some pretty good cards in the form of this Squirtle, and the Bulbasaur is pretty nice too. And as we can see here, the Squirtle is being very mischievous, attacking these Pidgeys, messing with them. I find that to be kind of hilarious. I love that it's swimming in that pool. It's got that kind of suburban kind of aesthetic going on that we don't see that often in Pokemon cards. And very well drawn. Very well drawn card. Squirtle was my particular starter from Red and Blue, so always have some fondness for that Pokemon. And speaking of Pokemon I'm fond of, very fond of Articuno, and I'm very, very fond of this card right here. This is the Articuno from Journey Together. One of the most gorgeous Pokemon cards I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I love how it's got all this frozen like vegetation around it. Then you got like this pool down here. I kind of like to imagine this is like in like the Seafoam Islands, and Articuno is living there and is like frozen over everything on the island, and it's just patrolling the island, doing its frozen wintry power thing. I also like this card because blue is my favorite color, so seeing all these blues in one card just really hits me. I just really like this card, y'all. Anyways, we got to go to number 1. What do y'all think it is? Do you have any ideas? I'm going to flip it around, and if you guess correctly with what this card is, let me know in the comments. Just curious to see. That's right, we got Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, one of the most unique and interesting Pokemon cards we've ever seen by Shinji Kanda. Now, I'm not really a big fan of Mr. Kanda's artwork overall. Like, you know, there's some good ones in there, but like, I tend to like Kamiya more. I even like Arita a bit more, I think. But to me, this card really just freaking blew it out of the water, man. You got this awesome waterfall in the background here. You got like the outline of a Gyarados up here that you can just barely see if you're taking a look. And you got Magikarp that just really kind of stands out against the background. And it's just got like kind of like this golden shine to it. It looks very luxurious and unique. And I don't think we've ever had a Pokemon card like it. Some people like that Giratina card a lot from Lost Origin. They think that's Shinji Kanda's best card, but I don't know. I think this card is much, much better than that one. This is, to me, one of the most unique and interesting Pokemon cards we've ever had. Anyways, that's my top 10 cards from Scarlet Violet. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video whenever I have an idea for my next video. Until then, I bid you adieu.